The Atlantic puffin is one of the most striking seabirds of the North Atlantic. This bird is often affectionately called the clown of the sea or sea parrot because of its distinctive and colorful beak, which transforms into a vibrant display during the breeding season. It's a bird that captures the imagination with its bold looks and extraordinary behaviors. Atlantic puffins are small but tough. They stand at about 10 to 11 inches tall, with a wingspan that reaches up to 25 inches. Despite their compact size, they're incredibly resilient creatures, perfectly built for life in the harsh conditions of the North Atlantic. Their striking plumage consists of black upper parts and bright white underparts, a contrast that makes them easy to spot against the backdrop of ocean waves. Their faces are gray, and their legs and feet are a vivid orange, adding to their distinctive appearance. But the puffin's most iconic feature is its beak. During the breeding season, this triangular, multicolored beak becomes a brilliant combination of orange, red, and yellow, making the puffin a standout among seabirds. However, this dazzling display fades after the breeding season. The outer layer of the beak is shed, leaving behind a smaller, duller beak for the winter months. This transformation is a fascinating adaptation that allows puffins to conserve energy when they're not competing for mates. The puffin's home is the frigid waters of the North Atlantic, where they spend most of their lives at sea. They can be found in large colonies on coastal cliffs and islands across northern Europe and northeastern North America. One of the largest colonies in the world is in Iceland, which hosts up to 10 million puffins, a true haven for this species. Other notable colonies exist in Norway, the Faroe Islands, and the British Isles, where puffins return year after year to nest and breed. Unlike many birds, puffins are exceptional underwater hunters. They feed primarily on small fish such as herring, sand eels, and capelin, diving deep into the ocean to catch their prey. Puffins use their short but strong wings to fly underwater, propelling themselves with powerful strokes to dive as deep as 60 meters, or about 200 feet. This skill allows them to reach schools of fish that other birds can't. What's more, puffins can stay submerged for up to 30 seconds during a single dive, giving them plenty of time to snatch up their prey. Using their sharp beaks and specialized tongues, they can hold multiple fish crosswise in their mouths, up to 10 or 12 at a time, thanks to the spines inside their mouths that grip the fish firmly, allowing them to carry food back to their chicks without dropping any. While puffins are most famous for their diving abilities, they are also surprisingly adept flyers. Despite their small wings, puffins can reach impressive speeds of up to 55 miles per hour. Their flight might appear a bit clumsy, with rapid wing beats, around 400 beats per minute, but they can cover great distances when migrating between their feeding grounds and nesting sites. During the non-breeding season, puffins are highly migratory, spending months far out at sea, floating on the ocean's surface when they're not flying or diving for food. Breeding season is a crucial time in the puffin's life cycle. Puffins return to the same colonies and often the same nesting sites year after year. These colonies can host thousands, even millions of puffins, creating a noisy, bustling atmosphere on rocky cliffs and grassy slopes. Puffins typically dig burrows on cliff edges or nest in rock crevices, lining them with grass, feathers, and seaweed to create a safe space for their single egg. Both parents share the responsibility of incubating the egg, taking turns sitting on it for about 40 days. When the chick, or puffling, hatches, both parents work tirelessly to bring back fish from the sea to feed their growing offspring. Pufflings grow quickly and after about 6 weeks are ready to fledge. Under the cover of night, they leave the safety of their burrow and make their first journey to the ocean, where they will spend the next several years at sea before returning to breed themselves. Atlantic puffins are long-lived birds, with lifespans often exceeding 20 years, and some have been recorded living more than 30 years. However, despite their resilience, puffin populations are facing significant challenges. Overfishing is depleting their primary food sources, such as sand eels, while climate change is altering ocean temperatures and currents, making it harder for puffins to find food. Pollution, particularly plastic waste in the oceans, also poses a direct threat to these birds, as they can accidentally ingest plastic or become entangled. As a result, the Atlantic puffin is currently listed as vulnerable by conservation groups, with numbers in some areas declining sharply. Despite these threats, puffins are incredibly social and charismatic birds. During the breeding season, they are often seen waddling around their colonies, engaging in playful displays, or vocalizing with low growls or purring sounds to communicate with their mates. Outside of the breeding season, they live solitary lives at sea, surviving in some of the planet's harshest environments. Their adaptability, from their expert diving skills to their ability to travel long distances, is a testament to their place as one of the most remarkable seabirds in the world. The Atlantic puffin's life is a delicate balance of beauty and survival. From their vivid, colorful beaks to their ability to navigate both air and water with ease, they remain one of the most fascinating inhabitants of the oceans. Their story is a reminder of the incredible biodiversity in our seas and the need for continued efforts to protect these vulnerable creatures and the ecosystems they call home. Protecting puffins is not only about saving a beloved species, but also about preserving the health of the oceans that sustain all life on Earth.